Like the title says, we're talking about the government shutdown and how it's probably going to affect some of your pickups. What's up guys, it's your girl TJ here, back for another video, and this is definitely going to be a discussion video just like the title says. I want to get into a little talk about the government shutdown, how that affects sneakers, and so much more on a much larger scale. Now we all know, if you paid attention to anything in the news lately, or hell, even on social media, the government has been shut down for what seems like far too long now. We know it's primarily over a stalemate regarding funding the wall. Guess what? I'm not here for political debate, just stating a fact if we know that's what's going on. This is a really good example of how life can unexpectedly happen completely out of your control, because for those government workers that are not receiving paychecks right now but still expected to go to work, this is something that was not in their plan whatsoever when they looked ahead to 2019 and how they thought their year would start. I think that's pretty safe to be able to say, but I think there are some very valuable lessons in here for us, because this has far more implications than just what you may think. Now, many people rely on their tax refund every single year to be able to treat themselves to things they may not have been able to during the rest of the course of the year. I think that's perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think people plan to splurge on themselves, whether it's being able to put a down payment, let's say on a car, plan for that vacation they wanted to take, or for a lot of us, it's sneaker pickup season. It is heaven for retailers, because once that tax money starts rolling in, Jordan and Nike brand are smart, and other retailers and brands are smart. They start dishing out fire releases right around that February until, let's say, early April time, because a lot of people have a lot more disposable income when it comes to that tax money. But the fact that, you know, some people aren't getting paid for one right now, and then when you're looking at the fact that I think our refunds may be delayed a little bit, that could, of course, I mean, it could affect you being able to do some things for yourself, do some things for fun. You know, I think you'll survive that, but there's a bigger picture going on right now, and it's the fact that a lot of people are being hit by this in a very hard way. There are people not receiving income right now, which means the roof over their head, putting food on their table, necessary clothing on their backs, taking care of their children, providing for the transportation that they may have. You know, all of that has been altered in a very stressful and real way for their lives, and I think it's a testament to the fact that you have to prepare for things to happen even when you think that they won't, because guess what? It's happening to them right now. It's happening to a lot of people across the world, even when their jobs are just completely cut and they're laid off, and they didn't plan for that at all. And I think that's why it's important. You always have to look out for future you before you look out for current you. Current you wants to get some new sneakers. Current you wants to go have fun, but you got to delay gratification for current you so you can take care of future you, because the reality is sneakers don't pay the bills. Okay, in a very direct way. I'm not talking about those that resell and it's their business and things like that. Sneakers don't pay the bills, so I can't go to NIPSCO if I don't have money for the month or income and say, hey, here's a Jordan 1, will you accept this as payment? That's not how that works. Now, I'm not a government worker, so I'm not affected by this, but any number of things can happen in our lives that can affect us, whether it's huge medical expenses that are unexpected and that hit us, the way that your family dynamic can change. I mean, there are a ton of things that go into life itself and how finances can be affected, and you just gotta be smart. We all want stuff. We all get pissed when we can't get it right then and there, but understanding it can all change, man, so quickly, and you just got to be prepared. So for all of those that are suffering from the government shutdown, I feel for you. I do. I've been there in my life growing up where funds just stopped. Now, mine was due to my mom dealing with medical issues, but it's something that's very daunting to be able to face, and I do hope this ends soon so that people can get back to providing for their families as they should be able to do without this stress hanging over them. But I think this is another testament to make sure that you are working towards a goal of having 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, so that if this were to happen, you at least know, let's say 3 months down the road, 4 months down the road, at least you know that your household can continue to function as it needs at the bare minimum you know, until things return back to normal. So let me guys know what you think about that. Do you think that refunds will be affected by the government shutdown? And in turn, do you think that sneaker releases and the amount that's actually purchased, do you think that will go down? Do you think that will affect some shoes sitting or selling? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me guys know if you're rocking with this discussion type video, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.